Hello, Frags and Beer family. Welcome to Frags and Beer First Look. This is the show where I take a look at new games, demos, and things like that that I have picked up or gotten keys for. And this one, we're taking a look at the demo of Model Builder. Now, I did get notification that this was available, but I didn't get a key for it. It's actually available on Steam. You can go get this game. So it's actually a game about building a model. So before we jump into that, make sure you click the red subscribe button. It's the biggest way to support the channel. But check out the links, like to our merch store, to Geek Grind Coffee, to thebeardstruggle.com. There's a lot of ways to support and help this channel, and those are many of them. Also my books, because I'm an author. There's a lot of things to check out in the video description below. So anyway, we're going to jump into this game. And at first I was kind of unsure. Hold on, I just got a text, and I hate to do this, but it is from work, so I better make sure. Yeah, just have to answer that. So I wasn't sure about this game. I was like, a video game about building scale models. Like, the whole point of building scale models is to actually to build it with your hands and build it in front of you. But then I took a step back and I thought about it a little bit. And I'm like, there are people who can't, who either through issues with motor function, maybe lack of funds. Model building, to an extent, can be an expensive hobby. Or various other reasons, maybe lack of space. Maybe you live in an apartment. You don't have anywhere to actually do this kind of work. So the more I thought about it, the more I realized that there are some potential good uses for a game like this, or a simulator like this. So I thought I would check it out. I love scale model. I don't have the time to do scale models. I do build Gundams. If any of you have seen pictures, you can kind of see one or two of them back there on the shelf behind me. But I don't have time to do the kind of scale models that require glue and paint, etc., etc. So we're going to jump in here real quick. I'm actually going to switch over here to the gaming channel. So welcome. If you're watching the live stream, say hi, ask questions. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. So welcome to the Model Builder demo. Dear modeler, you have a unique chance to test our game before the official release. Now, I believe it has actually been released, and now I got this notification a while back, and I am late getting to it. But we're doing the demo still. So we're going to hit that, and the sound is very loud. So I'm going to go in here and turn the sound effects down a skosh and the music down a skosh, because it is pretty loud. So we're good there. All right, let's head back to play. Actually, okay, that's good. Head back to play. All right, so we have load game, add to wish list, sandbox, career, new loading screen. Say unleash your creativity. Where did you left? Where did you leave off? Probably. Where did you left? Sandbox, unleash your creativity and career. Start a new career. Let's try this. Let's start a new career and see what happens. Okay, so did you know you can double click on any part of the storage to put it on the workbench? Okay, so essentially we're going to play a simulator, a game about building scale models. Cheers, by the way. Now, there's a lot of simulator games out there. People like these kinds of games. Something I can see the benefit of this, especially if you don't have the room, the space, the money, or the physical requirements needed to build scale models. Maybe your eyesight isn't as good, and a video game like this would actually give you a way to sort of wind down. You come home from work, it's been a long day, and you just want to do something kind of relaxing. I can see that being a very beneficial use of a simulator, a game like this. Just checking messages while this loads. This sure does take a while to load, don't it? So if you guys were wondering, I don't know if you're here from my usual Indie Spotlight streams. My Wednesday Indie Spotlight, which I normally do Love Bites for Wolfpack Wednesdays, it actually got blocked. Oh, we need to turn the music down. I don't know about you, but that's very loud for me. I'll wait till this loads to turn that down. Still hovering over something in the middle, looks like. Your typical Simulator. Okay, welcome to the Model Builder demo. Hold on. Prepared a short tutorial to teach you some of the basics. You have lots of fun building models. Okay. Alright, so first of all, let's go into settings. Volume. We're going to take that music way down. Like, that's about enough of that. Okay. So, continue. Here we are. Okay. So, tutorial to walk around. All right. First of all, so we're working in our basement, which is relatively typical for model builders, because it's set, you know, it's sort of climate controlled and it's out of the main living space. All right. So what does it say? To walk around the room, use WSAD. Go highlighted area and interact with the workbench. Okay, this is actually a really cool... Like I said, building models, to do it like the way some people do it, it can be a very expensive proposition. You know, here we have a light box and photograph station for your things. You got your displayers, your trophy cases, all your paints. This is actually a really cool setup. Your airbrush station. Your computer. Another display case. Little outside sun with the window open. And then our normal tools and workbenches sort of pushed off to the side here. Okay, let's go interact with the workbench. Workbench, left mouse button to use it. Alright, so we're going to use the workbench. First project. This project selection window, you can start or continue work on a previously open project. So you work on more than one. That's kind of neat, because that's actually something that model builders would do in some cases, is work on more than one at a time. Select a project from the projects list. Open project by clicking on the box. Okay, my first model. We've got a Spitfire, which is our level 1 model. Okay. Let's open that model kit. Cut that tape open, slide out our parts. Boy, that's a very nicely packaged model. Alright, so here's the manual. After opening the new kit, you'll be prompted with a manual. It contains information about the assembly steps, suggested painting order, and scheme. Look through the Spitfire manual to see what you're up against in this first project. Yeah, that's definitely a recommended thing when you're building models. Welcome to the stream, whoever just joined. Flipping through to see what you're going to face as far as the build goes. Again, this was something that I should have done when I was building scale models. I didn't always do it. I would usually just jump right in. Alright, so maximize and minimize the manual. So that's minimize. That's maximize. Alright, move the cursor over one of the parts in the manual. Alright, manual can be, if you double click on the part in the manual, the part or sprue will be automatically moved to the work area. Move the cursor over one of the parts. My guess is I have to turn. Alright, so we want to start here. Move the sprue to the work area. The sprue being the plastic tree, so to speak. Okay, why is this not working for me? I'm trying to drop it there. Why is it not working? Okay. So move the sprue to the work area. We did that already. I'm kind of confused now what's next. Okay. Okay, click on a part in the sprue, use the cutting knife. Okay, when you have a sprue on the cutting mat, when you're using the cutting tool, you can click on any part that is still attached to the sprue to remove it. The camera will automatically zoom into the joints, cut, click and drag the cursor to move the highlighted joint, and then you can cut all of the joints. Click on the part on the sprue. Okay, and then we're going to cut. Cut out the part right by removing all of its joints. Okay. This is much easier than it actually is in real life. Cut out at least 2 more parts. Alright. I don't know what else to cut out. Okay. Move parts to the work area. Show the help window. Okay. So I need to move this part to the work area. Move this part to the work area. Move a part to the work area. Show the help window by using F1 or pressing the question mark. Alright. Okay, so we can focus the cursor, we can zoom in and out, we can rotate the object by holding the right button. Okay. So we can, okay. So we can actually rotate it like so. Okay, connect 2 parts. To assemble a model, you need to connect all of its parts. To do that, take out a part of the model in the work area, then click the connectable part. Move it to the highlighted connection. When held, the part snaps into place. Okay. Much easier than in real life. Alright. Assemble the whole model. Following the model assembly manual. Okay, so now we assemble the whole model. So we're going to grab our other part here, and we're going to assemble it. So there's the fuselage of our plane. And what's next? Now we need the bottom wing part, which we're going to have to actually cut off. So we're going to put this back in storage and pull that out. And we're going to cut this piece off. And then we're going to get this part out. And we're going to rotate it this way, I think. So then we're going to grab this. Nice. There's our wings attached to the fuselage. Let's delete the bottom part of the wings because we still got the upper part, the upper halves. Alright, so what's next? Next we need to attach the upper halves. So we're going to put this back in storage and we're going to bring this out and we're going to cut these 2 parts. This is actually, like, I could see this being a very relaxing game. Just to kind of chill. Alright, let's bring that out. And we're going to attach the wings, the upper halves of the wings. Alright. And now we have to attach the tail section. Alright, so did we didn't cut off the bottom of the tail section yet. That's this part here. So we're gonna cut that off. And we're gonna put that back out here. We're gonna rotate her upside down. We wanna put that on. And we wanna put this on. There we go, zoom out a little bit so we can see it. So this is a very like basic level model because there's not a lot of articulation to the parts. And not a lot of parts, so I can see why they call this a level 1 sort of kit. Alright, so now we need to put on the prop. And the bottom part of the engine. There. Alright, now we have this part, which goes right there, which, what is that anyway? I wonder if that, I'm not sure. I don't remember what that is. I haven't built a Spitfire since I was a kid, so I don't remember the name of that part. Alright, so we're gonna cut this off, and we're gonna cut that off. Alright, so our sprue is completely done. And let's rock this upside down. We need to attach our... Alright. And then the last part is the canopy. Alright, so now we can finish our project. Do you want to finish working on this model? Do we want to? Press finish project. Yeah. We want to finish the model. Okay, so now what? We got 5-star perfect assembly. Very cool. Leave the workbench, go to display shelf, place the model on the shelf. Okay. Leave the workbench. Now we didn't paint this guy, but we're going to place it there anyway. That's our first model. Go to the workbench. Now what? Dwarf Hammer Mini. Oh, this even has miniatures, like scale miniature. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's do a tutorial project for this dwarf miniature. Alright. Let's open the kit. Now this is probably a painting project, would be my guess. Dwarf Priest Male. There is some assembly required. So we have... Use interactive paint menu indicator. Bucket tool. This is the tool that you can paint the whole part at once. Okay. Okay, let's minimize that. Alright, so this bucket tool, here, here, and here, and then we've got this tool, which is the handle, and this part. You know what I'm thinking though? Well, that's all one piece, so that's it for that. Use airbrush to finish up the hammer and nails. Airbrush tool. So we need the airbrush tool. Okay. At this point, I'm not really sure what I should do with this. A second basic painting tool is airbrush. It allows freehand paint, adjustable size and spread. To use it, choose the painting tools from the interface. You can also use the interactive manual part just as before. Use the airbrush to finish up the hammer and nails. Okay. Use a bucket tool to apply brass to multiple parts in a corresponding area. No, we want to use the airbrush tool. This part I'm a little bit unsure of. That's not right. Okay, so what are we supposed to do? Click paint bottle on the panel to choose the color of the currently painted model. Alright, so I think... Oh, here we go. We're supposed to use the guide. I gotcha. I just needed to turn it. So for the guide... We actually want to go in here and get a little clever with this. Ah, that's interesting. I don't know if I'm actually doing anything here. It doesn't look any different. It doesn't look any different at all to what is there. Alright, so connect the hammer to the dwarf. Okay, so I guess that finished it. Press finish project. So the painting is a little more challenging. And look how, like, the airbrush should have been much better. But he's all flipped over. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so then we finish project. Yes. What's it going to give us? Assembly. Painting. Not too bad. Alright, leave the workbench. Place the dwarf on one of the display shelves. Use the computer. Well, of course we want to go put our dwarf up here. He's so tiny. Alright, use the computer. What are we going to use the computer for? Open the mail app. Oh, a model building competition. We're starting the next edition of our contest for beginners. If you participated in the last workshop, you know that we have a lot of scrap left. Isn't it? Perfect opportunity to have some fun. So we'll get one such model. Take good care of it, and after the competition, you can even leave it on your shelf. Are you interested? Join the competition, sure. Alright, go to the workbench, select and open the project. First competition. It's a scratch-built car. Oh, with some painting and everything. Alright, let's open her up and see what's up. Alright, Wasteland Drifter. And they'll have us paint some, which makes sense. Before we assemble stuff. Okay. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is we need the chassis. Wait a minute. Some stuff's already painted. So we need the chassis, which is already painted. And we need the undercarriage, which already has wheels on it. And I had to assemble the whole model, use decals provided in the model set. So it actually has decals. Alright, so this is what we want. Okay. Next we need the... Well, these are already attached to wheels. That won't work. Did it give me something to do out of order? Ah, that's very confusing. Huh. It gave me some parts to put in that were out of order. Okay. Can we disconnect? Huh. Okay. Oh, now it wants to work. Well, that's really weird. Okay. And then we have this part here that we need to attach, which I think is this. No? Is it this? Ah. C20. C20 must already be attached. Okay. So I think we're already attached here. Alright, are the brakes already painted? That stuff's already painted. That's interesting that this stuff is already painted for me. Wheels are already on and painted. I think, right? Oh no, they're not. Okay, some things are not painted correctly. Alright. Oh, it looks like it's telling me the progress. Yeah, it's showing me the progress of my work here, I think. Alright, what isn't painted here? Something is not finished. Ah, I see a problem. Okay, what's still missing? What are we not done with here? I'm not sure what's still missing that I need to paint. There's clearly still something that's not the right color, and I'm not seeing it. That red just goes on the brakes. The silver. I feel like I've gotten everything. Yeah, I'm still missing something that's supposed to be silver. Or this metallic color. And I just don't know what it is. Everything looks fine to me. I think we'll move on to the next one for now. Alright, wheels. Yeah, so it shows you everything you're supposed to paint. See, there's another thing, is what is missing here. A decal. There's a decal missing. Okay, so there's some decals. Where do I find the decals? Here? Okay, the decal tool. Ah, here we go. Okay, so we have a center decal that looks like so. No, it's this one. Wait a minute, what happened to the decal? Shoot, I think I screwed up. I think I screwed up with the decals. Wow, this thing goes really in depth. Huh. I'm not sure where I've messed up here. But yeah, it's wanting me to put on all of these decals, sort of remove the other ones. Alright, so trying to find out how to place the decal now. That's clearly not right. Okay, so the decals are really messing me up. Alright, so we're not gonna get that. I could have just used this tool to place it. Excuse me. The decals leave a little bit to be desired. They leave a little bit to be desired. Hold on. So yeah, we're here with the seat. Alright, so we got this, which is the foot pedals and the shifter. This is this, the wheel, that. Oh, and there's more? I don't know. I honestly don't know. At this point, I'm wondering how much of this I'm actually messing up. Seat. Back of the seat. Yeah, so there's I'm missing parts of it. I think it wants me to like I'm not sure what it's wanting here. I'm really not sure what it's wanting there. Okay, so then it wants us to bring out the body. Okay, so we're basically taking this thing back to its original colors. Oh wow, okay. I'm not sure I know. Oh, it's wanting me to paint that part. Okay. And this part? Oh, and this part. Okay, then it wants me to put these two parts together. Why didn't it retain its color? The hood didn't stay the right color. Oh, the hood's already attached and that goes on later. Okay. So then we have what? D26. So D26. D25. Alright, so what's this one? D25. Alright, let's turn this thing around. Okay, so D25 attaches right here. Find the place to attach this part. D25 should be attached right. Ah, it's giving me a bit of a... It's giving me a bit of a challenge here. And D26... So I can't even get D26 because it's hidden behind this thing. Okay, that's kind of frustrating. But this is the beta, so... Oh, that's D20. Oh my god. So I jumped ahead. This is actually D25, and it goes right there. Ah, shoot. I was reading that wrong. Alright, now it wants us to grab the engine. And it wants us to airbrush. Let's see, it wants us to hit this part. Oh no, it wants us to hit this part with that. And then it wants to airbrush. Oh boy, okay. Sure, why not? Alright, let's go ahead and get the car out. Let's put the engine in her. Alright, so now, looking at the front end, we want to do this for the headlights. Yes. We want to do this for the grille. And this goes for this part, this part. Alright, now we've got the doors. Got the other door. Oops. that goes there. Okay. And next, it wants the doors on the body. So let's go ahead and drop the body back on here. And we're going to grab this door. And grab this door. It's a cool looking model. Okay, so now it wants us to put a decal on top. We're going to go ahead and use the decal tool. We're going to rotate it. Hold on. That looks pretty good. The hood does not look the right color. Alright, so now we're going to put on the front cage. Front roll here. This guy. The top roll cage. Okay. Now we're going to paint. So we're going to hit the grill, or the grill guard, and the roll cage with that. And we're going to hit these two with that. Alright, now we've got this tank thingy. We're going to put a sticker on top. Our nitrous on top. Blue. Blue, green straps, and silver legs. Okay. Where'd the sticker go? Paint it over the sticker. You have to put that on last. You dummy. Alright, let's paint. Tire. The strap. The inner wheel. Handle of said shovel. And the spade. Alright. Now we gotta do this thing, whatever this is. Red. Silver, all the pegs. Thank goodness we don't have to paint all those damn pegs. These are propane tank. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, so now let's take this body and drop her down here. Nitrous goes in the back. This goes on top. This goes on the back. And we've got a decal. The honky donk, I like it. And this cap. Perfect. And we're done. That is kind of a cool looking model. I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and finish the project. Let's see how good we did. It's a nice looking car. Perfect. I know I messed that up, but apparently I did it perfectly. Alright, let's go put it up on our display case, and we're gonna call it a day. Rotator. Place our car in our display case. That's pretty cool. All right, that's a cool game. Again, I could see this being very fun. I like the little details. You know, of course you need a router for your computer down here. Got all your paint stuff underneath. Hot glue gun. All your tools. Very cool. Very, very cool. Heat gun. I love it. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me. That was kind of a fun game. I could see this being very appealing to people. The music seems super loud, so I'm actually going to turn that down real quick. So thank you guys for joining me again. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this game, go check out the demo on Steam right now. You can get it for free. And who knows, maybe you find a new game to kind of relax to and enjoy some time with. So yeah, thank you all so much. I appreciate it, and I will see you all again soon with some gaming here in just a few more minutes. So I'm going to play some Guild Wars 2 soon. You guys have a great one. I'll see you soon. Much love. Bye.